of Leo, and welcome to our global associate meeting. My name's Andy Hansen, and I'm standing in this week for Dan and me here, who are off traveling all over the place, supporting lots of you, our Leo members. So it's my great honor to be here today with you and to share with you the information that the company wants to share with you today. And there's quite a bit of information that we're going to be looking at. We're going to be looking at some recognition to start with, then Leo Banking, then the 999 Ownership Award, LEOcoin, upcoming events and training, Leo Carnival, the Value Pack, and Leo Smart 3. So quite a bit to get through, but it shouldn't take us too much more than about 30 minutes, hopefully. And then afterwards, obviously, as always, Jeff and the team will send out a synopsis of everything that's been discussed, so that for the members that couldn't make it on, they can at least stay ahead of the game and know exactly what's going on in our world. So the first one is a massive congratulations to our newest marketing director, who is Xiu Zhu Chen from China, and she's done a fantastic job. I've met her a couple of times when I've been on tour doing live seminars, and just absolute big congratulations to her. Proof positive to everybody else that's online today that anything is possible if you put your mind to it and you plan your work and you're dedicated to the cause. So let's see a lot more of you coming up these ranks and getting up to the dizzy heights of a marketing director and beyond. And of course, we have the rank of vice president, which currently no one has achieved. And that's a good thing, because that means that every single one of you that have the opportunity to achieve it, should you so want to, and that be something that you're really excited about. Now moving on smartly to Leo Banking. You know, by the members, for the members. If you've not seen the video already, I'd recommend that you do go ahead and watch it at leobank.com. And also register your interest in becoming a founding member, because one thing's for sure, you'll be definitely glad that you did. I was privileged last week to be invited by Dan to sit in a couple of meetings that were being held about the banking project, headed up by Stephanie here at the company, our new project manager. Very exciting things. And project banking is really a long burn thing. This isn't a quick thing. This is going to take some time, because it is such a large aspiration. So get in early, get to understand it early, and become a founding member. And then when you look back in 3, 4, 5 years time, you'll be really glad that you did do that. And one of the first things that we really need to consider is that Leo Banking, you know, we believe, and Dan really believes, will become the center of our ecosystem, because it enables there to be so many possibilities and opportunities for the future. In fact, I think anyone who was at those meetings last week here would say that the possibilities are enormous. They're probably endless. And when I say here, that's at the UK headquarters, because obviously we had all of the senior management and staff in from all over the world. And we spent a week together last week, which was really intriguing, very interesting for me to be able to meet the people behind the different teams and all the great work that they did. And they were really talking about the future and how the business can be developed to support you even better than it does already today. And when we look at the projects of banking, the first one really, I guess, that you're all thinking about and talking about will be the Leo Gold. And again, I was very lucky to sit in on a couple of meetings, project meetings on this. And it's very interesting that Leo Gold, I believe, and this is only my opinion from listening to what was being said, is going to be a game changer. It is absolutely going to revolutionize the way that each and every one of you develop your current Leo business. And if we look at gold really as a thing, as a substance, you know, it's consistent. It's something that throughout time people have stored, because it's a great wealth product, and it doesn't grow really fast. However, it grows, and it consistently grows, and it's something that you can use to hedge against inflation and things like the falling of the US dollar. It's really a safe haven, I guess, and it's a great place if you want to diversify your investment. And obviously at Leo, it's important that all of us as entrepreneurs have a diversified portfolio. You know, we don't want just shares, do we? We want to have some cash, we want to have some gold, we want to have some shares, we want to have some real estate, some property, because it's like spread betting. You don't put all your wealth in one area. So I really think that gold is going to be a big game changer, and it may come along sooner than you think. So I really would stay tuned check your emails, check the back office, check whatever communication method you're like using to ensure that you know exactly what's coming and when it's coming, because you're not going to want to miss this one, because this is going to be a big thing when it is launched, and there's going to be more information on it coming in the weeks and months ahead. So that leads us on to the Leo Banking Ownership Platform, which is now live. And as I said on one of the earlier slides, I think it's something you should really look into. And if you've been building your business and you've earned yourself some business ownership awards, then you may want to have a look in here and look at the Leo Banking and Gold website and decide, is this something that I would like to really have some ownership in? But the site's there, so go ahead and have a look and see what's going on. And if you've got any questions, then feel free to email the office, and I'm sure that one of the lovely team support staff would be more than happy to help you. And just really start getting your head around it. Do a bit of research on Google maybe, and have a look at banking and gold and all the other things that go around it, so that you're maybe understanding some of the buzzwords and things that are going to be used in the coming weeks and months when me here and Dan and the rest of the board communicate with you. So that leads us into the 999 Ownership Award. Now, this is for anybody, any of you that commit and do go platinum between the 30th of August and the 27th of September. You're going to earn an increased and enhanced ownership award of £999 rather than the normal 500. Now, this was done to mark the festival of Eid, and it's launched the 999 Ownership Award to help everybody, because we're a multicultural organization. We're a global company. We've probably got one of everything. We've got one of every person, one of every culture, every religion, every race, etc., etc. And we want to be a community joining in the celebrations, even if Eid is not something we personally celebrate at home. And that's the whole reason for the 999 Award. So don't delay, because obviously the old clock is ticking. It must end on the 27th of September, which is 9 plus 9 plus 9. That's why it's the 27th. So you may be very close, or you may have just decided that you're going to do it, but there's plenty of time. Just work out what you need to do, plan your work, speak to your upline, get some advice and help and support, and then go out there and make it happen and take advantage of that fantastic award, that enhanced award of that extra £999. So now we go on to the LEOcoin markets and an update there. I mean, there's never really much to say, because it's stable. You know, we're not seeing massive peaks and massive drops. It's doing exactly what it says on the tin. And I believe me here and Dan are very happy with it. It's not a get-rich-quick thing. You know, LEOcoin has been designed to be a real cryptocurrency with real value, and that value grows as more and more people want it. And it's a supply and a demand situation. You know, there's no sliding scale. Dan and me here can't suddenly decide that they want to, you know, increase its value and slide a little scale in the back office, or us, the Hale in IT, to do it, etc., etc. It's all about supply and demand. And in a market right now which is cluttered, absolutely cluttered, with this coin and that coin and the other coin, you name it, there's coins coming out of every corner of the planet. And also these new things, these initial coin offerings. It's really important that we stay focused on what LEOcoin is about, what it is designed to do, and that we're in it for the long haul. This is a long play strategy. This is not a get-rich-quick thing. And that made me do a little bit of research. I was talking to me here and Dan about it when I knew I was going to be doing the webinar, because I've heard this ICO, this initial coin offering thing, being bantered about all over the place. And I heard some people talking about it last week. So I wanted to do a little bit of research into it, and I found an expert. He's not a self-proclaimed expert, he really is, called Chris Carter, and he's a journalist out in the USA, and he's an expert in cryptocurrencies. And he asked a really poignant question in a recent article he did, which is, should the FCA, the Financial Conduct Authority in China, should the FCA follow the Chinese authorities, should I say, in banning cryptocurrency firms from raising funds through an initial coin offering? Oh, that's a big question, isn't it? So the Chinese government, very recently, last week, decided that they were going to ban cryptocurrency companies from raising funds through an initial coin offering. And everybody sort of said, oh, well, you know, that's the Chinese government. Of course, they would do it. Very quickly followed by Japan. And I wonder how many more countries are going to follow. And that's not because an ICO is in itself a scam. It's not, of course it's not. But what we're seeing is a lot of scammy type outfits that are now announcing these ICO things, you know, predicting 1, 2, 3, 4 years growth on the thing, and publicizing that, which obviously has got to be worried, because no one can really tell you what a cryptocurrency is going to be worth in the future. It's all speculative, and it's all supply and demand. So I sort of looked at this. I just want to share a little bit out of his article because I thought it was really, really intriguing, because he answers his own question. He said, yes, they should. His recommendation is the FCA should follow the Chinese and Japanese authorities and should ban cryptocurrencies themselves from doing an ICO. He says there's plenty of unethical money-making schemes that would tempt one to rally a column of angry investors to the front door of the FCA's offices. And ICOs are really no different. Celebrities from Paris Hilton through to Floyd Mayweather are shamelessly profiteering from ICOs at the expense of less educated investors by floating worthless digital assets. And I think that's the key word. A worthless digital asset is being floated, and they're getting lots of money to pump money, people to pump money into it, and actually predicting for up to 3 years in advance what the value is going to be. Unbelievable. The digital currency universe has swollen in size in the last 12 months. Do you know, ladies and gents, it's gone from 12 to over $180 billion in 12 months. And many, including the fabled celebrity classes, have profited at the expense of the doting fan bases who haven't got a clue what they're buying into. And all of us understand cryptocurrency, of course we do, because of LEOcoin. We have a real cryptocurrency. But for the average Joe out there that's suddenly faced with a piece of paper that says, you know, give me £1,000 of your money, and it's an ICO, and in 18 months your £1,000 is going to be worth £100,000. Look, they probably are going to be tempted because they don't know any better. So it's really important, because we are an education company, that we as members do communicate with our friends and family so they don't get caught up in one of these scammy things where they're being promised unbelievable riches overnight for no work whatsoever, just by investing money. That's our duty to do that and protect our friends and families. You know, ICOs, he says, are an ugly offshoot of the wider digital currency universe, and presently in the midst of a massive speculative bubble. And of course, we all know what happens with bubbles. They pop. And these are being deliberately overhyped by a nexus of extremely effective marketeers. These assets are driving a neo-penny stock scam in the form of a so-called digital currency. So if you see one, dig deep, dig into it, see if they are predicting to you exactly what your returns are going to be in the next 3 years. And if they are, I really ask myself the question, am I really looking at a digital currency here, or am I looking at something that appears to be a digital currency that's wearing an outfit of an ICO when really it's a money game? And I think it's important we all really take a look at that. It's disappointing at the moment. There's no comment from the FCA, but I'm sure they will start to comment as more and more countries follow China and Japan's lead and stop this scammy type of marketplace and actually put some rules around it. Because obviously cryptocurrency should be allowed to have an ICO. There's got to be some rules around it, some guidelines to protect you and I from those people who are not really into any long-term business model. They're just looking to make some fast cash. Okay, so now moving on, Leo in India. Well, this was exciting because my old mate Magnus over there in Sweden, he's one of the first teams that I ever went to work with way back in the day when Dan asked me to do a live seminar. Great leader. One of those leaders that goes out there and makes it happen has been in India. And he's been out there touring from the 1st to the 6th, and he's been working with his team and educating his team and helping them to really build a solid foundation for future growth. So well done to you, Magnus, and the team, and great to see the pictures and the results from everything that you've done. And we've also just released a new video. So you'll be able to see now in the back office, you would have received an email from Jeff and the team about it, the 888 tour video, or the ba ba ba, as the Chinese would call it. And this really is a great piece of filmmanship. It's a great piece as regards to what Dan has done and how he's created this video. And it's also a real good thing to see as a leader that maybe are not based in China, of what can be done on the scale it can be done, and that each and every one of you could aspire to do exactly the same. And the real sort of sound bites out of this video is that the tour has left a very lasting impression with Dan. The word is enthusiasm. He's absolutely mind blown with what has been achieved in China and how the Chinese team attack obstacles and roadblocks in their Leo life, but also in their personal life as well. And he says the experience will stay with him and inspire him every day for the rest of his life. So do watch the video, and I really urge you to use it. It's a great sales tool when you're talking not just to Chinese members or potential Chinese members, but also to the wider teams around the world, because it just shows you the scale of what can be done when we work together as a team and we work hand in glove with the company, because that is the key to success with Leo. There isn't a field team and a corporate team. It's one team. That's why Dan decided that it would be one blue shield and not a blue shield and a red shield, because we're one team that works together for greater success. And I really look forward to maybe one day being invited to come speak on one of your stages at one of your big events somewhere in the world. So watch that video and see that what you can do when you really put your mind to it. So let's take a look at what other events are coming up. Now, this is like, there's a lot of events, guys, I've got to tell you. I mean, this is just great news that, again, Dan and the board, me here, and the finance department, and all the people that are involved have agreed that the investment back into the team, back into you, our valued members who are out there at the coalface every single day, speaking to people about Leo and what we do and what we offer and what we can achieve, having investment put back into you. And you're going to see in the next few slides how much is being reinvested to help you to develop your future with Leo and to develop your team and make their dreams come true. So the first one is yours truly. I'm off to the Philippines. I'm only going for a day. So on Saturday, 16th September, that's this Saturday, I'm going to be doing a live seminar, a Discover Leo, and a advanced leadership training in Manila. So that's for Rachel and our great team there that she has in the Philippines. So if you've got any prospects, any contacts in the Philippines you'd like to send along, then you can help them out, because you could obviously use one of your live seminar tickets to send them along, or you could buy them one. But we'd be more than happy to host them, take care of them. If you're going to send someone along who has no upline in the Philippines or a new prospect, just let us know. Email events@welcome to Leo, and let Ursula and Emma know that you're going to send someone along, just so I can look out for them and I can, you know, make a beeline for them and introduce myself and make sure they're taken care of. A great way for you to develop your business right there in the Philippines. That's this Saturday, a full day event. Next event, we've got our president, Mr. Dan Anderson, is off to Frankfurt. Now, this is a free event, so this is a great one to send prospects, etc. along to. And he'll be doing a Discover Leo in Frankfurt on Sunday, the 17th of September. So that's this Sunday. Tickets are limited, so to avoid disappointment, I would get emailing right now to Ursula and Emma at events@welcometoleo.com and use the opportunity to expand your business out into that area of the European Union. And our good Mr. Me here is embarking on one whistle-stop trip in the Caribbean. Now, he's going to be starting in Haiti. Now, this is all everything else being considered. So as long as the venue's fine and everyone's fine there, etc., etc., he will be doing a Discover Leo and an exclusive meeting with him on the 24th of September in Haiti. The tickets are only €10 a ticket, and you get 5 free guest places with that. So again, a tremendous opportunity for you all to extend your business into the Caribbean there. Also, Platinum members will be invited to a Discover Leo meeting on the 23rd of September. So that's just for the Platinum members. He's then hot-footing it, well, probably hot flying it, but to Martinique for the 26th of September. And the title of that event is Join the Leo Momentum. So he's doing a Discover Leo meeting, and he'll also be joined by Larisson, who's the general manager of the Americas, who was here last week. So I met Larisson last week. We had some great time together. So again, another great opportunity for you to expand your business in that area. And if you are sending someone in blind, so there's no one there to meet and greet them, then please let events know, and they will communicate with me here and Larisson to ensure that they're taken care of. On the 27th of September, we got a Leo Live seminar on the future of cryptocurrency, and that's in Guadeloupe. So great team building in Guadeloupe, but still space if you have contacts there. Me here will be presenting, and Larissa on again. Those tickets are £125 or one live seminar ticket. And again, space is limited, so you're going to have to move very, very quickly, guys, if you want to take advantage of that event and see me here and Larissa in Guadeloupe. Then Dan is in Paris, in France, on the 30th of September. And there'll be other speakers, and the venue will be announced soon. Tickets are $125 or one live seminar ticket for a value pack. And this is, to help you developing the business in France. So, France is a tremendous country to build our business in. And if you've got any contacts, or any of your team have got contacts there, I'd really recommend that you get them along to that event, because there's really no one better to hear from than the founder himself. And that takes us into October. So in October, from the 6th to the 10th of October, we've got our executive trip in Dubai. And this is a trip that lots of people aspire to. I mean, if you've never been or you haven't qualified to go, I'd really recommend that you really set your goals right now and start getting to work today so that you qualify by the 31st of December, so you can join us in March 2018 for the next event. Because this one's already booked out, it's already done, all the qualifiers are already registered. They'll be getting their agenda sent out to them this week from Emma and Ursa. And this is going to be an incredible team. We've reworked it somewhat, so it's not the same agenda as it used to be. And Dan is obviously our special guest speaker. Me here is going to be there. I'm going to be there. Sahel, there's going to be a whole raft of speakers that will be there. So it's something you don't want to miss. But you need to start work today if you want to qualify by the end of December to actually go along in March. If you want more information on that, then do email events@welcometoleo.com. And then we've got to discover Leo on the Sunday, the 21st of October. Now, this is in Birmingham, so support the UK team. And we're very, very honored that Mr. Paul Southworth will be hosting that event and conducting it. He's a Leo Advisory Board member, and most importantly, he's a former Director General of the UK DSA. So discover Leo and member recognition at that event. Tickets are free, no charge whatsoever, to help support the UK team. So this event should be absolutely sold out. It should be standing room only. And that is something that you can help make happen by, again, ensuring that you and your team send any of your prospects along, and that also your existing team members here in the UK support that event and take some members along too. These are all steps that help you move your Leo business forward. These are not just done because the company thinks, oh, let's spend a lot of money and have some events. These events are done because they are strategic events which help to educate and also reinforce the message, and also help to develop the business. Because for a lot of people, they want to see a live seminar, they want to see one of the products that we offer. And obviously the live seminar is really the greatest product that we've got as a deliverable physical thing. And that has really helped with our growth in China. We're doing so many live seminars. So then 22nd of October, we've got a Leo Training and Recognition Day led by Dan Anderson, and that's in Reunion. Tickets there are €10 a ticket, so almost free, but definitely worth the investment. And again, if you've got people in that area, send them along to meet Dan. Let them see the brains behind the operation, and let them see exactly what he has to say about Leo and about himself. So that's on the 22nd of October 2017. Gosh, we're nearly there. We've then got the 30K tour of China. Now, I know you're not in China. However, you definitely know someone in China, or you know someone that knows someone in China, or you know someone that knows someone that knows someone in China. It's about networking. And we are going to be embarking on the biggest tour that we've done. I mean, the 888 tour was big enough, but this one's even bigger. We're actually going to cover 30,000 kilometers in 6 locations with 12 events. So we'll be doing a live seminar, and then we will then close that meeting, and then we're doing an advanced leadership training, and the members have to qualify to go to the leadership training. So this is a great opportunity for you, if you haven't already, to push your business into the Chinese market. It's an amazing market that's growing very, very quickly. So this is really a bit of advance notice for you. It starts on the 12th of November through to the 23rd of November. We start in Hong Kong, and then we go all the way around China. I mean, literally all the way around it, and then back to Hong Kong. So put it in your diary. Start really looking now at your contacts, talking to your team about the contacts they've got, and start priming the pump and getting ready for the big China 30K tour, because it will be the last tour of 2017 for China. Great opportunity for your prospects to go to meetings where there is 1,000 people in the room. Meeting after meeting after meeting after meeting, 1,000 in the room, 1,000 in the room, and look at that market as somewhere where you can really expand your business. And then in December, I'm going to pop over to Japan, to South Korea, and to Taiwan. So I'm going to do a live seminar on Discover Leo in Japan on Friday the 7th of December. And then on Saturday the 8th of December, I'll be in South Korea doing a Discover Leo. And on Sunday the 9th of December, I'll be in Taiwan doing a live seminar and a Discover Leo. So again, this is advance notice, ladies and gents, for your diary, but another great opportunity for you to expand into those 3 markets. But it's about going through your list, working with the team, brainstorming, looking who's got contacts where, and starting to work on it now. Don't leave the conversation to 2 days before the event. You need to start working today if you're going to get people into those events. And we're going to start pushing really hard into other countries around the world at the end of this year and moving into next year. And then on that line, Mihi's going to Brazil. So Saturday the 8th of December, he will be in Brazil doing a Discover Leo. So again, advance notice of a market we're going into. This is all important. You get this information out to your team and let them know that this is coming up, because they can take advantage of this. And you just never do know that someone in your team could bring someone into the fold in Brazil or any of the other countries we've just been looking at, which could absolutely set your team on fire in that area. And you could be looking at the next vice president has come into your team because of someone you spoke to, but they only know if we communicate with them and we let them know what we're up to in the countries that we're going to. So that really ends us. I think there'll probably be some more added, I'm sure, but let's now look at the first event that we'd like to promote today for January 2018. And this is Cameroon, a Discover Leo and live seminar. Dan and myself will be popping out there. Again, advance notice for your diary. January the 20th, 2018 will be Discover Leo and a live seminar in Cameroon. It'll be the first live seminar of the year, but we do plan to have a lot of live seminars at Discover Leos in 2018. So stay tuned for that information. Okay, so enough about events. Let's look at some training. Now, the Getting Started guide was really received really well all over the world in its physical form. So we decided we'd spend the time to turn it into 2 videos. So the guide's now been turned into 2 really self-explanatory videos, and we're using the guide in the video to help our members get started right and to help your team members get started in the right way and as profitably as possible. So this will be available on Leo TV later this week in 8 languages. If your language isn't there, then I suggest that you email the office and keep getting people to email the office, and then we see enough people want it, we can then, you know, justify translating it. It's been translated into 7, 8 languages already. But this is a great tool, because not everybody likes to read. I don't. Some people like reading, other people like watching and listening, etc. And the great thing about video learning is you can just pause it, walk away, go and have your tea, you can come back, you can use the guide next to you, you can be taking notes, reverse it, listen again. So it's a great product, and used in conjunction with the Getting Started guide, this is really the way that we want to be bringing our new members on, so that each and every one of them has all the information that they need to get off to the right start in the right way. Leo Carnival, oh, it's literally around the corner. Can you believe that when it was announced, that was a year before the event, and here we are already coming up to the end of 2018, and the places are really starting to run out now. The qualifying routes, and you can still qualify through route 2, 3, and 4, but don't forget, we only have 300 executive rooms and suites available on site. So how can you qualify for that 7 nights in paradise? Well, it's really about, the first thing is committing you're going to do it, and then the second thing is plan it out, speak to your upline, your mentors, whoever's giving you advice, and then get to work. And I'd get to work really quick, because by the 31st of October this will be done. It absolutely will be done, and there's no way that we're going to be able to extend it. There's no way we can build more rooms that are there. So if you don't know it, visit the website, because we've also got the website mauritius2018.learnearnown.com. That explains a lot of the information for you. But just remember that we only have 139 rooms remaining now, and that is going down all the time. So I would visit the website. That might help you really to make the decision that you want to be there, and you should be there, because you're going to get to go on the first Leo holiday. They've never had a holiday before. And the 6th annual global conference, 4th to the 11th of May. You get 6 days of fun and relaxation, 2 days of world-class conferencing. And it's an exclusive Leo resort. The only people there will be Leo members and their families, and the staff that run the resort. There'd be no other people there. You're either there because you're a Leo hero, or you're not. That's the only way to be there. And it's all inclusive of everything: food, beverage, sports, activities, etc., etc. Watch the new video. Joel and the team did a great video, which has now gone up on the Mauritius website, to actually tell you about it and give you a little bit more information so that you make that decision to go. If I was you, I would definitely ensure that I was qualified in the next couple of weeks, because I'd start to panic that if I'm not going to actually make it there. Let's have a look who's close. We've got 451 members around the world that are close to qualifying, close to getting that room, so that they can go and they can take their wife and their children even if they want to. But there's only 139 rooms remaining. So I guess it's really out of the 451. You may be brand new. If you're brand new, that's great, because you've got route 1 for the first 30 days. And for those of you who've been around for more than a month, then you're really going to have to make the decision and do it and go for it now. And this is a great time of the year to be developing your business, because it's at this time of the year with Christmas and the holidays start to appear in people's minds. I was in London the other day with my wife shopping, and already in Harrods the Christmas department is up, would you believe? And it's September, but it's starting to creep into people's mind, you know, Christmas and the holidays. And this is always a reflective time of year for people. You know, people start thinking about New Year and New Year's resolutions, and, you know, oh my goodness, the year's nearly run out. I wish I'd done more, blah, blah, blah. And people have these conversations. So when you actually approach someone to talk to them about Leo, don't be surprised if you get a more acceptable reaction than you're used to than normally, because it's the time of year when people start to think about what they have and haven't done this year. And people are already planning 2018. And in fact, corporately, we're already planned through to May 2018. So we're all like that. This is a great time of the year to go back to your list and revisit it. Gold is being released as well, which means you've got another reason to go back to people that maybe in the past said no to cryptocurrency because they just didn't understand it, or whatever their reasons were. There's always a reason. And remember, when people say no to you, they're saying no, N-O, because they don't know, K-N-O-W, why to say yes. And it's our job to help them say yes by giving them the reasons to say yes. So gold, the end of the year, you've got all these things to talk about with them. Qualifying for Mauritius, you can help them qualify for Mauritius in 30 days because they only have to do route 1. So really don't start to tail off now that we're coming towards the end of the year. You want to start speeding it up and picking it up, so that you're doing the reverse of what normal people do. 139 people are going to grab one of those executive rooms in paradise. Just ensure it's you, because the one thing's for sure, you'll be glad if you did, and you're going to be very upset if you didn't, when you get everybody coming back telling you how great a time they had and how it was the best thing they've ever been to with Leo. So set your goals, plan your work your plan, and definitely join us there in Mauritius. So let's take a look at the exclusive member bonus, because the member bonus for the 12-month value pack, the price still is at £1,500. You know, that price hasn't gone up. Personally, and it's not my decision, so you don't need to panic, I think it's too cheap. But anyway, you know, the board have decided that's where it's at, and that's where it is. So it's £1,500. You get access to the entire education portfolio for that. Now, I've been through that, and I was lucky to spend the week with Ursa last week and looking at all the other stuff there and all the team that surround the products there. Do you know there's over £20,000 worth of learning in that platform? And I guess the question is, when was the last time you had a login and maybe, redeemed some credits to do some training and seen what's new? This is a great, great platform. Can it be improved? Of course it can, because everything can be improved, including us. But as it stands, it's a fantastic product. So I would have a little nose in there, have another look and see maybe what's happened in the last few months since you last logged in. And you get access to all of that education portfolio. You get 4 live seminar tickets a year. Now, here's the bone of contention. Those live seminar tickets, £125. You get a full day live seminar, probably lunch or some water and food, great speakers, great training for £125. I've paid £3,000-4,000 for a course that have lasted a day before. I know Dan's going away on a course at the end of the year to see a top-notch speaker and trainer that he's always wanted to see. Goodness knows what he paid for that. So again, there's one of these arguments that, are the tickets for the live seminars too cheap? But they're £125. Maybe they're not expensive enough, people don't take them seriously. So when was the last time you went to a live seminar? When was the last time your team did? Are you all using your assets to be able to go to those events and learn and grow and educate? Because life is a learning process, and that's the whole point of live seminars. One thing's for sure, China has grabbed live seminars by the horns and is running with it. Thousands and thousands of people come to the live seminars every time we do a tour. So it's a great thing to have in your value pack. You also have your exclusive member bonus of 1,260 LEOcoin, which get credited immediately. So then they're escrowed, and then you can benefit from that because you'll take advantage of the proof of stake, etc. So this is a great, great value pack. Now the reason it's here and I'm talking about it today is because don't forget we're going to launch gold soon. So the value packs may change. I'm not saying they're going to, but just think of it logically. If you're going to launch some new value packs, would this potentially change? I think there's a high possibility. I'm not giving you the nod it is or it isn't, but I'm just wanting to reiterate how good this value pack is and to take advantage of what's in it, the price of it, and the benefits of it right now. Use that as something as you're developing your Leo business in the coming days and weeks and months ahead. The Leo Smart app as well. What a fantastic thing to use. What a great product that you can invite your contacts with and you get free gifts. They get a free gift, you get a free gift. You could use this to get to Mauritius, because if you actually sync it with your contacts and send it out, you could find just one new member that absolutely gets this and wants to do what you do and more, and sets the world on fire and helps you to get yourself to Mauritius and get themselves to Mauritius as well. Because that should be the focus. You're bringing on a new member today. Help them get to associate. Help them qualify in the first 30 days to be able to go to Mauritius, and then you're qualified too. It's all about helping other people get what they want. So the call to action, I said we'd be about 30 minutes. Oh my goodness, it's been 40. I do apologize. Call to action. Firstly, become a Leo Banking founding member. Really important, because it's one of those things, if you do it, you'll be pleased. If you don't, you'll always wonder. So this isn't a short-term thing. This is a long-term project, but it's better to be involved from the beginning than later down the road to decide you want to become involved, and then it's a completely different kettle of fish. Next one, the number of places available for the Mauritius Carnival event is shrinking rapidly. So if you're going to go and you're going to make the commitment to be there, you need to step on the plate or the gas now. Do not delay. By the 31st of October, they will be gone. We're already nearly midway into September, so you've got 6 weeks, maximum 6 weeks, but don't rely on that. Don't leave it to the last minute, which we all have a habit of doing, don't we? We do everything at the last minute rather than doing it today. Do it today, get the job done, and get yourself to Mauritius. Make every single effort to be there. Why wouldn't you? Because, ladies and gentlemen, free is better. Yes, you could buy yourself, you could win a trip, you could, go on holiday to Mauritius with your family and pay for it. That's not the same as free. Free is a completely different kettle of fish. Buy tickets for live seminars. You've got live tickets, your team, your guests, and if you've got spare live seminar tickets, use them to bring a guest along. Let them experience the power of Leo by going to a Leo live seminar. Get the Leo Smart app and build your teams with it. The details of gold products and the gold saving products are coming really, really soon, a lot sooner than you might think. So watch your emails. Make sure you're checking your emails and you stay in contact with the company in your upline, because you don't want to miss the first move. When the first move happens, there is a first mover advantage to any business. So you want to be ready and able and wanting to run with Leo Gold as soon as it's launched, so that you can take full advantage of that first mover advantage. And lastly, start working on your contacts for Japan, South Korea, Taiwan, Brazil, Cameroon, all of these countries that we're going to between now and the end of the year that are designed to help you expand your business. You know, Leo is about you. We're one united team that works together. We're a community, really. And we work as a community so that every single one of you have every single opportunity you need to be the success that you were born to be. You need to mark in your diary the 18th of September. That's the next time that there's going to be one of the Global Associate meetings, and your host will be Mr. Dan Anderson. So you won't need to listen to me. It would be good to listen to Dan. But set your goals. Plan your work your plan. Don't quit. Don't back off. Don't get distracted by all of the things that go on around us each and every day, and all of these wonderful scammy things that are appearing on the marketplace, and all get rich quick schemes and all that. Stay for the long haul. It's better to be in a stable, solid, ethical company than to be jumping ship to ship to ship to ship. We're proud of every single one of you. Thanks so much for your time. Have a fantastic week. Make Tuesday a tremendous day tomorrow. Go out and change someone's life by inviting them to take a look at Leo. And I guarantee you one thing, we'll definitely see you all over the top. Take care.